The team has returned home. We are tired, but our hearts are full. Our 2-week mission trip to Mexico was a success. We built a home for a very well-deserving family, Pastor Carlos, Pastora Maria, and their daughters. We provided 6 days of VBS at 3 different churches, 2 days at each site. We spent time with the residents at Gabriel House, a rehabilitation center for young people with disabilities, and we helped fill their pantry with much-needed groceries. We visited El Refugio, a safe home for at-risk girls who have been rescued from situations of neglect, abuse, or trafficking. The refuge provides education, counseling, and spiritual care. We also had a chance to assist them in their own VBS outreach program. Our team prepared and with our mission partners' assistance distributed 300 food bags to those in need. Pastor Carol Fryer, the Director of Missions for the North American Lutheran Church, led a blessing for a plot of land that will become the new home of Rema Maniadera. This small church has outgrown its current storefront location, and this began as a mission plant by Pastor Margarito Nino Sanchez, who we know from Bethel Bible Institute. We worshiped at a number of church services where Pastors Carl Johnson, Gary Aiken, Darcy Albers, and Carol Fryer each had an opportunity to preach and to extend greetings from our churches in Canada and the NALC. They were aided by our wonderful translator, Dennis Espinoza, who helped us out as a team in so many ways. We began each day with matins, where Pastors Carl, Darcy, Gary, and Professor Tim LeBron took turns leading the team through the book of James. And we ended our day with Compline, a service of evening prayers, and also had time to share our experiences and reflections with one another from the day. We also enjoyed some delicious, authentic Mexican food prepared for us by the cook and students at the Bible College, by Pastor Maria and her family, and from a few local restaurants, as well as from a few generous locals as well. We also enjoyed many scoops of ice cream. Our one afternoon off was spent at the beach or La Bufadora, or just relaxing at the college. And although we accomplished a lot, the most significant accomplishment was continuing to build and reaffirm our relationships with our mission partners. Our team has returned to Canada and has moved on with our daily lives, but the men and women of our mission partners are the true heroes and the reason our organization continues to support their ministry all year round. They will continue to give their time and energy to carry God's word throughout Mexico and to support those in need, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. We are in awe of their faith, their work, and their dedication. This was our most recent trip, but our congregation has been sending teams down to Mexico since 2003, going almost every other summer for 21 years. I've only been in this congregation a few years, but I can see the lasting impact that these trips have had on our own church. Of course, the mission is focused on the people that we are going to serve, but it has a wonderful impact on us here too. One of the great blessings of a trip like this, or trips like these, are the way that they draw people together. People who have maybe been going to church, the same church for years and years, but don't really know each other. Working and living side by side in common mission brings people together and builds friendships and Christian community in a powerful and lasting way. And that community carries on back home in our regular congregational life. These trips also renew our own personal sense of mission. Being among faithful believers from a different country and culture challenges us to reflect and reevaluate on our own lives, the priorities that we live with, and the calling that we all have to go and make disciples of all nations, including our own nation and the communities in which we live.